million people watch my next guest run in slow motion every week on the hit show Baywatch. Now she's revealing a completely different side of herself in her new book, Raw. Please welcome Pamela Anderson. They love you. They love you. They love you. We were talking about how long sex should last, and I think this audience wants to know from you how long you think it should last.
I think it should last for days.
Days?
Yeah. Yes. You know what it is? I think this is a really ancient...
Tired of it? Come on.
No. Well, if it's done right.
Oh.
I just think that this Cialis and Viagra thing is just awful. You pop a pill and get an erection, and then what's the use?
There's no other way to get that.
Well, maybe that's the... I think younger people are using it, and then there's no vulnerability, no connection, no... You know, the romance is a little bit gone, a little bit desensitized, and I want to know what my man is feeling. And, you know, 30, 40, 50, I'm sure it's not being used for the right reasons. It's being misused.
Misused, okay.
And so there's that kind of... block thing. I don't know. I'm kind of against it. I just say eat onions, cilantro, all the things with a good blood pressure. You know, you can eat well and you can have a healthy sex life.
Okay. Well, you certainly have, and I mean, you don't hide that fact.
No.
You're also a mom.
Yes.
You have two kids. That's how it happens.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds was quoted recently saying that he has a 9-month-old daughter and he does not have a nanny, never has, and he likes that. You raised your boys as a single mom.
Yeah, no nanny.
No nanny at all.
No.
Do you regret that? Why'd you make that decision? Because you certainly could have had a nanny.
Now looking back, all the work, I'm thinking, I don't know. No, my mom and dad helped when they were really young, and they moved out to California with us, and I just thought that I had kids because I wanted to raise my kids. And being a single mom was hard, but now...
Well, Brandon is now 19 and Dylan's 17.
And thank God Tommy has really stepped up to the plate right now, where he
Tommy
can be...
Lee, yeah.
Tommy, yes. He's being a great father, and he's helping me a lot, because this is the man stuff that I'm like, want to shower them with all the attention. He's like, no, you know, everything has a repercussion. You know, you make a decision.
So he's the tough cop, really.
He is, but he's also very loving, and he speaks their language like, hey, dude, you know. I'm like, I don't know, like that.
But you have a unique way of co-parenting. You have a conference call with your kids.
Well, we have, because he's on the road a lot, and we try and make sure that we can all speak on, so they can't pit us against each other, that we're united, and then we speak to our kids that way. And that's recent. I mean, he even says, I'm sorry I was away so much, and my kids went away to school too, so they have a little bit of resentment for that. But now we're dealing with, you know, 19, we've raised really independent boys, and that's what you want.
Right.
So healthy rebellion is good, but it's heartbreaking at the same time. So
yeah, I know
I feel like right in this.
I can see in your eyes that it's a hard time right now.
It's a hard time.
Because
my little Dylan, though, is my baby. Dilly just got the lead in the musical at school.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. But it's tough when your kids confront you and say, like your older son, about going to school, saying, well, you and dad didn't. You always get that list of, why should I? You know, parents always run into that with their kids.
Yeah, and they're pretty worldly kids. He has seen the world. It's not like he's been sheltered in this little Malibu bubble.
He's seen the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, he's seen the Playboy Mansion.
With Uncle Hef.
Yeah,
what's
Uncle
that
Hef. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, when they were little, they were in the grotto with Marston and Cooper, and they came out when I was in the car, and they said, Mom, do you know what Hef does for a living? I said, what? And he goes, he takes pictures of naked girls. I was like, oh my God, let's get out of here.
Have they been back recently?
Oh, yes, we were back just last Easter, and they were hunting for other kinds of bunnies.
Oh, okay. Before we go, your new book, Raw, is out. Some people in the audience already have it. It's in stores now. 50% of the proceeds go to the Pamela Anderson Foundation, which is dedicated to protecting human, animal, and environmental rights. It's a wonderful thing. Very quickly, there's a lot of poetry here. I didn't know that poetry runs in your family, your father, your grandfather. If you were writing a poem today, what would it be about? Because you will.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I write every single day. This morning I was just writing about my kids. I was writing about, you know, hoping to make the best decisions and just praying for the best outcome for everybody. Because at this point, you got to let it go. Hope you've built that foundation, and that they make best choices they can for themselves. And it's just hard. I think it's cutting that umbilical cord right now. It really is the empty nest thing. Like,
It's
taking
hard.
walnut oil is supposed to help with it. Or
walnut
something.
oil?
I don't know. Yeah.
Does that help with erection too? Because maybe no. Okay, so that's a separate thing.
Well, yeah.
All right. Pamela, you are so lovely. You're such a lovely person and a great mom. And you'll go through a lot with your kids up and down. But if you raise them right, and you did, they come back. Thanks to Pamela Anderson. Raw is in bookstores now. We will be right back.